Emily here. We're going to be playing this game, Doki Literature Club. I've been seeing a lot of people play this, and my parasite Emok suggested I do it too. Alright, start a new game. Shall we, peeps? And before I start, I think I've saw that Delta been watching view videos of this with the disturbing content, but I don't think this one does, since this is PS5 version. I guess I'll be going through this whole story, depending on how many parts there are. Okay, let's start a new game. Yes, I need to enter my name. I'll just put my actual name. Or I can actually also put my parasite's name. You know what? Now I'll just do my name, just to hide my parasite, you know? And by the way, peeps, by the sound of me, I've got a brand new microphone. Hey! I seen an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, that kind of friend you'll never see for yourself maybe today, but it just kind of works because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and now I get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better running away. However, I just sigh idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sari catch up to me. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Emily. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you didn't have to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly specked with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Emily, have you decided on the club to join yet? A club? I told you already I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me that you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of many conversations before I dismissively go along with this whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry about a little much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but if I die at the thought of you becoming a nit in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll get a few clubs if that makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why don't I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself run into her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. School day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall. Excuse me. Looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sorry, I must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around to realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you, coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting there and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late for your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori? Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is the vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. It fact, I'm 99% sure that she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest in, excuse me, after the one who proposed to the club, she earned the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday that I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's cunning as to plan all of this out. I let her alongside. Fine, I'll stop by her cupcake, okay? Yay! Yes, let's go. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dedicatedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Oh, welcome to the Ledger Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori says always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a girl. Way to kill an atmosphere. Ah, Emily, what a surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredible people. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. Oh, that's Natsuki? The girl with a sour attitude, whose name is apparently Misaki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can't just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back around the other girls. Anyways, this is Misaki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Also, that's Yuri, huh? Yuri, who appears probably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with the people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you are already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Emily. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other well, we rarely talk. But we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me certainly feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Emily. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! What? Natsuki lifts the foil tray off to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking at the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is way full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? I thought you were technically dead, Sayori said. Well, maybe. Well, not for you. No, you dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places the teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Act not! Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be the pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed to really be happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the Della Club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing in a budget publicly now how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something and personally and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get literature, I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica is really a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. And I'm surprised there aren't any people in the club yet. It's hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Hold on, let me take a drink. Got my favorite energy drink here. Okay. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, it's like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival and much more important. I'm confident that we all grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone essentially agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to find these three. Maybe that's why we're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of excitement about literature. So Emily, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, consider how I read those past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I'm not going to myself now. Joking. Nucky's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she just keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking, without Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri reaches the rim of their teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep into countless fantasy words. This level of creativity and the craftsman behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a forging world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, purely passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in. It's obvious by the way her eyes light up and she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep physical elements don't usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer has so definitely you take advantage of your own lack of imagination to throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I definitely grabbed something I relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. For a story that makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I can really put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, and only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, I jest. Nerd decided to start over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write cute things, don't you, Nusky? What? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! And give that back! Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just cute as you are. Suri slides up behind Neski and puts her hands on her shoulder. I'm not cute! Neski, do you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why do you share them sometime? No! Neski averts her eyes. Wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Neski feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerables and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Don't you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example to help Neski feel comfortable to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I want to read everyone's poems. We all sat in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Neski and Yuri look closely at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Next time when we all meet, we'll share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Emily? Monica squirms at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back at the original topic of me joining the club, I'm going to come forth and with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I wanted to join this club. Sorry, I may have been convinced me to stop by, but I've never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought, Emily, you all... I'm defenseless against the girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls? Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join a literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes lighted up. Yes! I'm so happy! She already wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came by for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember, tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks at me once more. Emily, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my medical writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Nesh clean up their food. Hey, Emily, since we're already here, you want to walk home together? That's right, Yuri never walk home together anymore since she's always stayed after school for her clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayuri, Neski, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I guess I need to make the most of my crimson stance, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club ever would like. Something good might have with whoever likes the poem the most. Anyway, I guess I can do this first one for the first part of the video. I'll do vanilla. My element is electric. I'll do joy. Laugh. I'll do sweet. Peace. Happiness. sunset. I'll do, headphones. Definitely Destiny, because I like that game. Peaceful again. Cute again. I think I could do explode. Games. Desire. Beauty. Flower. And, dream.